Mr. President.
Senator from Nebraska.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, the Winnebago Land Transfer Act brings a simple issue of fairness to the Senate floor. I introduced this bill with my colleagues after hearing from members of the Winnebago tribe about the trials that they have faced over decades. These trials were sadly imposed by our own government, and that's why our government must resolve them. In the mid-1800s, the government forcibly removed the Winnebago tribe from their homeland. They settled in a new home in 1865, the Winnebago Indian Reservation in my home state of Nebraska. The government promised that land to the Winnebago tribe, and they promised it forever. But they did not keep that promise. In 1970, the United States Army Corps of Engineers condemned 1,600 acres of the tribe's reservation land for a proposed recreation project, a project that was never even started. The land seizure launched over half a century of legal battles between the Winnebago tribe and the United States government, battles that never brought this matter to a just resolution. But America is defined by our striving toward the ideals of justice and equity. Our government was established to protect these ideals, and that is what we will do by passing the Winnebago Land Transfer Act. Our legislation will restore the tribe's rightful land, transferring the remaining tracts of land back from the United States Army Corps. The House of Representatives passed this legislation earlier this year, and that is the version we are voting on today. They passed it because, like I said, it's a simple issue of fairness, one that all of us, no matter our political party, can get behind. I am hopeful that today the Senate will follow suit, that we will uphold those ideals of justice and of equality. I am hopeful we will pass this bill to return the land to its rightful owner, the Winnebago tribe. So, Mr. President, as if in legislative session, I ask unanimous consent that the Senate proceed to the immediate consideration of calendar number 411, H.R. 1240.
The clerk will report.
Calendar number 411, H.R. 1240, an act to transfer administrative jurisdiction of certain federal lands from the Army Corps of Engineers and so forth, and for other purposes.
Without objection, we will now proceed to the measure.
I ask unanimous consent that the bill be considered read a third time.
Without objection.
I know of no further debate on the bill.
If no further debate, questions on passage of the bill. All in favor will say aye.
Aye.
All opposed will say nay. Ayes appear to have it. The ayes do have it. The bill is passed.
Mr. President, I ask unanimous consent that the motion to reconsider be considered made and laid upon the table.
Without objection.
Thank you, Mr. President. I yield the floor. President, I would suggest the absence of a quorum.
Clerk will call the roll.
Ms. Baldwin.
Good afternoon to the Winnebago tribal members and relatives and friends all across Indian country. I'd like to congratulate the Winnebago tribe on some breaking news. I'm joined with my colleagues, the Winnebago Tribal Council, and we share in this joyous day, this historic day for the Winnebago tribe, as the United States Senate just voted to restore land to the Winnebago tribe of Nebraska. Lands that were taken from the tribe 50 years ago. Our ancestors, including the late Louis LaRose Wanagita, fought tirelessly to secure and protect our homelands. The Tribal Council has been privileged to carry this work forward and help send this bill to President Biden's desk. Background on the land issue: the tribe has been working to restore this land since the 1970s. The Army Corps illegally condemned approximately 1,600 acres of our reservation in Iowa for a proposed recreation project. After exhausting our remedies in the court system, the tribe began working with Congress to restore the lands. This effort resulted in the development of the Winnebago Land Transfer Act, which was first introduced by the House in September of 2017. Since then, the Tribal Council has been working tirelessly on DC advocacy trips to work with Congress to approve the bill. The bill will be signed by President Biden. H.R. 1240 was introduced by Representative Randy Feenstra of Iowa, co-sponsored by the entire Nebraska and Iowa delegations as well as Representative Sharice Davids, a member of our sister tribe, the Ho-Chunk Nation. Over in the Senate, our champion, Senator Deb Fischer, along with Senator Pete Ricketts, Chuck Grassley, and Joni Ernst, introduced an identical bill, S. 3230. Thank yous. Thank you to the enactment of the Winnebago Land Transfer Act is a testament of the Winnebago people's persistence, determination, and the commitment to be a good neighbor. We sit here together with the prayers of our ancestors, with the intentions of our relatives, and the Creator's Day that He gave us. And it's just really special that we could be here to do the people's work, to do the ancestors' work, and that this land is more than just significance of it's a blessing. It's a blessing to the Winnebago tribe, and we'll continue to care for that land in a way that we've been taught and that we will continue to uphold. This land was promised to be ours forever, and we'll care for it forever. The tribe will be forever grateful to our champions in Congress and the administration for Aikido D, standing arm in arm with the Winnebago people. And through this momentous effort, we stand together. We'd like to express our heartfelt gratitude to Representative Randy Feenstra and Senator Deb Fischer for sponsoring and ushering the bill through Congress. Just today, we saw the leadership of Senator Fischer shine, and we thank her for that. The enactment of the bill would not be possible if it weren't for support of Senator Chuck Grassley, Senator Pete Ricketts, Joni Ernst, Representative Sharice Davids, Representative Mike Flood, Representative Zach Nunn, Representative Adrian Smith, Representative Marionette Miller-Meeks, Representative Don Bacon, Representative Ashley Hinson, the House Committee of Natural Resources, the Senate Committee for Indian Affairs, and the Department of the Interior. Our next steps, the bill now goes to the White House, where President Biden will soon sign the bill into law. The tribe looks forward to working with the Department of Interior to discuss the logistics of transferring the land, which will be held in trust for the tribe. Once officially restored to the tribe, the Winnebago Wildlife and Parks Department will be responsible for managing this land. The tribe plans to use the land for conservation and is committed to improving the overall management of the land. The Winnebago Tribal Council is planning to hold a recognition ceremony and a blessing at a site of the restored lands. We'll be announcing the details in the near future, and we hope that you can all come from the four directions and celebrate this historic, joyous occasion. The Winnebago people have been made whole today, and this will be a day in history that will praise the ancestors forever. I'd like to open up the floor for our council to express themselves, and I'll turn it over to Vice Chair.
I just want to greet each and every one of you with a good feeling here today on behalf of all the people from the youngest to the oldest, and today's a very special day here. And I was sitting and thinking about this, what this looks like when this happened. And one of the things that I want to give a shout out to is all the past tribal council members that have worked on this. And some of them today have gone on, and I know that each one of them, the families that they represent and the bloodlines that they come from, is something that we all try to band together, and we try to get things done on behalf of the tribe. And it's not easy going up against some of these issues and trying to do that, so we always are guided by a word of prayer. And I want to thank everybody that may have offered a word of prayer on behalf of the Winnebago tribe, on behalf of the membership out there today. We have accomplished one of the great things here, and I'm glad that there was this many people that were able to help us out from Washington to the people that walk amongst our community here, whether it was a thought or whether it was a prayer. And so I want to say thank you to all of you for helping us along the way, and couldn't have been done without you guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Isaac, I'll just go around.
Like I say, this will be a day that will live in infamy in our tribe's history. And when we all work together, these are the things that we can be done. And so everyone that took part in getting us to where we're at today, with getting this passed, that we say thank you and look forward to future endeavors with you. Thank you.
would like to greet everyone, each and every one of you. Good afternoon, and just want to say thank you to this council and to again reiterating what the vice chair said and remembering our previous councils that have sat here before and those that have fought the struggles and made those trips to DC and created advocacy to bring this land back to the Winnebago tribe and the Winnebago people. I had an opportunity to witness it with our vice chairman today and Senator Fisher and her leadership, like the chairwoman said, it doesn't go unnoticed. And I know that the people today are going to celebrate, and we're going to celebrate down the road here when the time comes, once it passes the president's desk. And so I just want to say thank you to this council, and like I said, just keep everybody say a prayer for those members that aren't here anymore, that put their life for this effort here. Just want to say that much. Thank you.
Yes, I am very thankful today too, and appreciate all the hard work that went in to this accomplishes over 50 years of hard work. It's good for the future of our children, our land. We got our land back. Thank you.
I just want to tell everybody thank you for all your hard work. It's been just so exciting and emotional for me to see this all coming to fruition. Just thank you, everybody, for your hard work.
Good afternoon, tribal members. I just wanted to bring up, I have a thought about memory, because I'm 70 years old. And I was in high school when this happened in 1970. And the late Reuben Snake and his wife, Kathy, who's my aunt, they came and picked me up and said I need to come to this important meeting. And it was down here out at the BIA in that one building we used to have out there. And the tribal members were packed in there, and the issue they were going to discuss was the Corps of Engineers taking our land and what are we going to do. And I listened to everybody, what they had to say. And then I remember after it was all said, everybody was done talking, the late Reuben Snake leaned back and he said, "We're going to fight them." And so, and he said, "And we're going to pick up friends along the way." That's what he said. I was there. And look, since that time, how many friends we've picked up along the way. Not just on this fight, but on you know, other things that the tribe is trying to do. We have friends. So friends are really important. And look what you can achieve through friendship. So I just want to say thank you, and I'm just remembering all our past tribal leaders that are now in the spirit world. They're probably having a 49 as we speak. So I just wanted to remember them. I feel very, I almost want to cry because the late James Louis LaRose, he fought, he was still here with us from the beginning of that fight. And the night before he left us, our chairwoman called him to tell him the 2 Nebraska and 2 Iowa Republican senators co-sponsored the Senate side of the bill. And I just felt like, because he had to fight so hard to be here. And I just feel like he thought, okay, now I can go. And he did. He left us the next day. So I'm thinking of him too today. Thank you.
Thank you, Lorelei, for sharing that. And thank you to all the tribal members that have entrusted us to sit at this table. It's an honor to serve you. It's an honor to serve with these relatives here. And we're going to keep doing the best we can on behalf of the Winnebago people. Have a nice day.